course, the big story yesterday, and this is from Red Wave Press, breaking: 3 people have been critically wounded at an ICE facility in Dallas, Texas, with one shooter found dead on a roof of a nearby immigration attorney's office, according to WFAA. Sources told WFAA that police were searching for a possible sniper or multiple shooters. It remains unclear if there were any other shooters involved in the incident. Sources confirmed that one shooter was found dead on a roof of a nearby immigration attorney's office. There is still a massive police presence off I-35 East as a result of the shooting. Okay, and let's just go to Special Agent Joe Rothrock talking about what they found by the suspect.
Early evidence that we've seen from rounds that were found near the suspected shooter contain messages that are anti-ICE in nature. Again, this is just the most recent example of this type of attack. This will be a whole of government response. There will be no resource not utilized to bring all those individuals who...
And real quick, before I offer commentary, here's an image of the shell casing, and there it is, anti-ICE. Now, to the backdrop, as I said, that everything is sort of connected to Charlie, right? Charlie was fighting all of the bad ideas that lead to a guy like Gavin Newsom on the other side of it, right? They were in some sense polar opposites. Charlie, whether you agreed or not, was telling the truth. He was fighting for largely conservative principles. Gavin Newsom is fighting for big government. He's fighting for the machine, all of those things. You know, it's interesting because we've played, I don't know, over the last year, I don't know how many dozens of videos of Democrats demonizing ICE. They have to get their masks off. They're terrorists. They're Nazis. They're grabbing people off the streets. I mean, just this relentless lie fest, this relentless wave of lies that the Democrats and mainstream media have put on ICE. ICE is there to get illegals off the street. If you are here illegally, you have already committed a crime, illegal, not legal, and you've got to go. We can have all the conversations you want about a border wall and who should be here and who shouldn't and pathways to citizenship, but they have demonized the group of people whose jobs it is basically to make sure that America's for Americans and keep us safe. Guys, it's flu season, which means it's also flu shot season. But after everything we've been through over the past couple of years, flu shot rates are at record lows. Even the CDC admits the flu shot is only moderately effective at best, not to mention the potential risks that come with it. There's a better way to protect your health. Get a contagion emergency kit from the Wellness Company. If you wake up with a sore throat or runny nose, you can act fast with a doctor-prescribed kit that includes ivermectin, HCQ, generic Tamiflu, a generic Z-Pak, and more. It's like having urgent care right in your home. The kit has thousands of 5-star reviews from people just like us who were grateful to have it when they needed it most. Go to twc.health/Rubin today and use code Rubin to save $48. Don't wait, get yours before cold and flu season hits. twc.health/Rubin, code Rubin for 48 off. And it's been ratcheting up, and that's where I would directly connect this to Charlie. If you ratchet up the hate around, oh my God, that guy who shows up at college campuses and talks to people is a Nazi, or that guy who shows up to college campuses and talks to people hates trans people, well then someone who is dating or living with a trans person might just go shoot Charlie, and that's exactly what happened. And we know that that's also happening now with the violence towards ICE agents. I want to read this interesting post I saw. It's an ex-commentator. His name is Jason Curtis Anderson. I thought this was quite good. Listen. Earlier today, Joshua Jahn, the shooter at the Dallas ICE facility, shot 3 people before taking his own life. This incident reflects what many call nihilistic accelerationism, a rising phenomenon in domestic extremism that mirrors the martyrdom embraced by jihadist terrorists. These individuals who feel so driven by their extremist beliefs that they are willing to both kill and die for their cause. Many conversations must take place and much work remains to be done, but none of it can begin until Democrats acknowledge that far-left extremism exists and recognize the importance of toning down the political rhetoric. This is not the first time left-wing extremists have attempted to assassinate ICE officers, a recurring theme the left has used to rally voters against the current administration. The federal government has significant catching up to do, and an interagency approach will be necessary to address the problem. Far-left extremism extends Far beyond groups like Antifa, there's an entire revolutionary Marxist ecosystem of interconnected entities, billion-dollar progressive NGOs, anarchist networks, political organizations such as the DSA, foreign influence operations like the Singham Network, gaming platforms, Discord servers, and Reddit threads, the dark web, and even civil rights organizations staffed with movement lawyers fully dedicated to waging war against the West until it collapses. Until the government addresses the root causes, it will only be treating the symptoms. Experts must be brought in to dismantle the machine before it's too late. As soon as we have more government leaders with the same pro-Luigi worldview as the DSA, Hassan Piker and Taylor Lorenz, political assassination will become normalized in the same way that we decriminalize crime in major cities. Guys, I know that was a bit of reading right there, but that basically captures it. That captures what I have been warning against, and Charlie was warning against, and many other people have been warning against for years. Over time, if through education, through whatever the high hell's going on Discord and Reddit and some of these other things, through a Democrat Party that is telling all these young people the earth is about to end and they're coming to get you and everyone's racist and you live in the worst place and we should also open the border so everyone else can share in the worst place. And then just on top of like the infancy of our brains relative to technology that we are holding that's giving us the world, and we're handing it to 14-year-olds and all of the bad actors across all of that, and then the NGOs and the big tech companies and everything else. You are going to create a situation where confused people are going to do horrible things.